Hello! So if you've seen my latest video, in which I made this fancy dressing gown out of my mom's old clothes, and you will also have seen me struggle with squeezing all the pattern pieces out of the available fabric that I had. And in the end, I only had these very tiny little pieces left, and I wanted to do something fun with them. Here you see all the tiny fabrics the tiny pieces I still have left. I mean, there are some bigger ones, but it's mostly this, like super tiny. So I hear you thinking, why not just make another scrap bag like you did in your first video? Because aren't these little pieces perfect for that? Well, they are. But this project I found on Instagram is actually more perfecter, even the perfectest. The project I found is a perfect match to the gown. Because I saw these really cool handmade slippers with quilted fabric. So, this is the pattern. I'm now going to cut it out. I have already stitched some tiny pieces together, and what you get is this. I'm going to quilt this with a layer of batting in between. This was another little test piece that I did. The back is cotton, in the middle is quilt batting, and on the top is pieced together pieces of fabric. But then the lining, what are you going to do with the lining? Well, in the thrift store, I found this pillow with a super soft top, so I ripped it apart and washed it, and it's so soft. I want to sleep on this. And because I don't think this is going to be enough, I also brought this from the thrift store, which is a little baby blanket. I've washed it and it's also pretty soft, so if this is not enough, then I'm going to use this one as well. This is super slippery, so what am I going to do on the bottom of the slipper? The pattern suggests using thin leather, but of course I'm not going to use real leather. I found this handbag in the thrift store, and I think the silver is going to make for a super cool sole of the slipper. Another type of fabric you could use is suede. It also has a little bit of a grip, but I think this is going to make it look so extra, so I'm super thrilled that I found this. Alright, so that's the plan. Let's go. This pattern only has 2 pattern pieces, so there's the sole. And then there are 2 options for the shoe. There's the booty, There's the booty side, so with a high shoe, and there's the skimmer, which is lower, more for summer. I'm going to put this away, and I am going to use the boot view. The pattern instructions tell you to make the quilted fabric in the shape of the pattern piece. Although that would be less wasteful, I didn't do that because I was afraid I would end up with a piece that would be too small. So I did it the other way around. I made the fabric, then cut out the pattern. These slippers aren't very hard to sew and the instructions are pretty easy to follow, but I did make one really big mistake. I started rushing, and every sewist knows that is a bad idea. As a result, one of the slippers is very weirdly shaped at the front, and by the time I found out, it was too late to recover. Well, I guess there's a lesson in that. I finished them either way, and after I hand stitched the lining closed, they were done. Time for a big reveal. Okay, I'm a little disappointed with the difference between the two shoes. Other than that, they are super comfy, it's pretty easy to make, and let's be honest, the soles are pretty cool. I think this was my best idea yet. Just in general in life, I think this was my best idea yet. I like the patchwork, I like the softness, the sheen of the slipper. It matches my robe, which I currently do not wear because it's too cold here. But overall, I'm pretty happy. If you want to make your own, check out Sew DIY's pattern. I'll put a link to it in the description. Use some patchwork as well, maybe some quilting, make some patterns. Let me know if you do, because I'd love to see. And yeah, here's to warm feet in winter. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!